Okay, so we started out as a Bluetooth motorcycle communication company. Actually, we were the first to introduce Bluetooth communication devices to the motorcycle world back in 2004. And Bluetooth, for all its advantages, has few disadvantages. To begin with, Bluetooth was invented to connect peripherals to a regular telephone. And we took that protocol and we literally, stretched it to its very, very limits, connecting motorcycle rider to rider over great distances. But with Bluetooth, you can only take this protocol as far as much. And when we went to motorcycle riders around the world and asked them, okay, how we can do better than this, one of the first things they said, you gotta make Bluetooth easier to pair, lessen the pain of the butt to use, make it disconnect less, make it more robust when we're going and riding together. And we said, okay, that's reasonable. And we went back to our labs and thought how we can make Bluetooth better. And the result is we need to think outside of the box and invent MESH. We introduced this MESH, the first PackTalk device, back in late 2014. We're the first in the market. And what this device does is actually constantly looking for its friends. It acts like a router. It leapfrogs the signal from each and every unit, enabling riders the freedom to roam within the group, change position, leave the group to come back later. I think one of the best ways to explain MESH versus Bluetooth, Bluetooth is like an old telephony system where you had to connect a line all the way to the other party. And if one part just fell apart, then the connection was gone. This is like internet, voice over internet. This is like a cloud, creates a cloud in which all the units are connected to one another, and each and every unit constantly looking for its friends to make the best connection possible. If let's say a group disconnects from the MESH cloud, all the other units work together to leapfrog the signal and keep the group alive. When that members of the team come back, they are automatically disconnected. What all this technology basically means is that there's no need to decide who's first, who's second. There's no need to open channel. They are open constantly. And there's no need to repair every time the connection dies. Actually, the connection keeps repairing itself organically. Unlike Bluetooth, the more riders you have in a group, the better is your connection. And that's totally the opposite to what Bluetooth does. But then when we got back to our riders, asked, okay, have we done the best we could? They said, no, we'd like the operation of the unit to be simpler and more intuitive. And that's where we brought natural voice operation. We introduced it last year. So instead of trying to find the right buttons, with natural voice operation, you just say, you talk to it like you talk to Alexa or to Siri. You say, hey Cardo, music on. And the music is on. Hey Cardo, volume up. Hey Cardo, volume down. Hey Cardo, next track. Hey Cardo, battery status. Hey Cardo, radio on. Almost every aspect of unit interaction while you ride is done through natural voice. It even connects directly to Hey Siri and OK Google, which is something that does not exist today in the market. And the last thing we went to ask riders, okay, now what we can do better? They said, we'd like the sound experience to be exceptional. And, we said it, we thought, that makes sense. After all, every high-end car brand has, premium audio sound. Why not motorcycles? And this is where I decided to pursue ultimate sound as a top priority. We very quickly figured out that we need to partner with a company for whom voice is second nature. And looking around, we quickly understood that partner is Harman, the most successful sound company in the automotive industry. The home of brands such as Harman Kardon, Infinity, Mark Levinson, AKG, and of course, JBL. And reaching out to Harman, we were, frankly, surprised, and I must say also very excited to find out that a company with such vast experience and expertise was as eager to partner with us, and the connection was immediate. And for this year, 2019, we're bringing, again, for the very first time to the motorcycle industry, pure ultimate sound experience with various sound profile for, hip hop, rap, and bass with our bass boost, a standard setting which is anything but standard, and a vocal setting for best and optimal sound for intercom conversation, phone conversation, and a cappella music. Okay, now let's do a pairing of 4 units. In Bluetooth, that would be quite a pain. I need to decide who's first, who's second, who's third, and make sure we're all riding in that position all time around. If one person get held in a traffic light, everything falls apart. Not here. The only thing we need to do here is press the intercom button for 5 seconds. Oops, sorry. Wrong button. The intercom button for 5 seconds. Alright, now everyone is in pairing mode. The only thing I need to do is one unit, the administrator, press this button again, and look how quickly this happens. 1, paired. 2, paired. 3, paired. Now they're all paired and ready to go. Doesn't matter who's first, who's second, they're all in the same cloud. Now, this group will be maintained later today, the following day, next year. So when all these group members light up again, they're all automatically connected. If you want to add another unit, it's very simple. The administrator and the additional unit go into pairing mode, and the administrator press that button again, and voila, another unit is added to the group. There are up to 6 groups different groups that can be stored in each of those machines. So you can have different riding groups, and again, you wouldn't have to hassle to repair it, broken link, activate the intercom, it's always on. Sure, let me show you. So here we have this helmet here. This is an NRI helmet, and all these units ride on an audio kit. Now that audio kit, listen, look here, has a clip which you can just push on this helmet, and it works with any helmet. Now you also have a glue plate for helmets with a wider rim, which this clip will not work with. That's where you have a glue plate. But, and this is the PackTalk ball. But here's the surprise. For most helmets, we have also another solution. It's called the PackTalk Slim. Let me show you. So, this is the PackTalk Slim. It's the same PackTalk, same mesh network, same natural voice operation, starting 2019, same great JBL designed sound system, only in a much slicker version, 6.5 millimeters thin.
Same range?
Almost the same range. The PackTalk Bold is 1 mile, this one is 0.75. Slightly lower range, but the same. The reason is we separated the unit from the battery pack. So the battery pack sits at the back, and the control unit at the front. Creates a much more aerodynamic and slimmer and thin version of the same PackTalk. The only limitation, it's best on a thin rim helmets such as this Arai, Shoei, AJC, and others. But otherwise, same great unit in a much slicker, sexier look. They are the same. It's the same in every aspect, excluding a slightly lower range and, of course, the beautiful shape. So these units are priced, the MSRP of these units are $329 for single, $579 for dual pack. So for the PackTalk Ball, the PackTalk Slim, they're already existing in the market. We launched them this year, 2018. For the JBL sound system, which will be included, this will be for year model 2019. We expect that to hit stores in the US at beginning of spring 2019. Yeah, a few months away. And the good news is for all the people who already have PackTalks, you're not left out. A couple of months later, we will be featuring, announcing and marketing an accessory, JBL accessory that includes both speakers and the matching firmware and software to enable all people with PackTalks and FreeComs, that's our mid-range Bluetooth communicators to enjoy the same level of sound capabilities, the same level of high-end listening experience as the 2019 models.
Don't forget to comment and like this video, and if you want to stay up to date with all of our great videos and stories, hit the subscribe button and follow us on social media at Cycle Sports TV.